Here we go. Move the camera down so you can see me when I back up. And let's start with our usual circles. So start with the ankle circles, wrist circles, balance time. Just getting the joints loosened up. And reverse. Yeah, switch sides. And reverse. Now let's go into our knee circles. Middle finger in the kneecap, the other 4 fingers. Massaging the knees as we lift, relaxing as we sink. Head away from the shoulders, tailbone sinking down, getting a nice long, flat back. If you're sitting, you get to just massage the knees. You can massage on the outside the knees first, then the inside, just warming up the knees. And let's reverse. And one last time. And come up for the waist circles, hands on your hips. Hands can be massaging your kidneys, the lower back. Just taking your time to loosen up the center of the body. And when we get to the front, let's reverse. Notice how the weight is shifting from one leg to the other. As you shift your weight forwards and back, notice the muscle control all the way through the whole body, all the different muscles moving in just this one little circle movement. And back to the front. Let's go onto our shoulder circles. Lift, forward, sink. Rising, let the head lift up. Sinking, let the tailbone pull you down. Getting these nice big rolling motions with the shoulders, forwards, into the back. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And at the bottom this time, let's reverse. Start with the big circles and make them smaller. And last time around. Chin to chest, circle ear to shoulder, and back down. Ear to opposite shoulder, and back down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Taking your time, keeping the shoulders pulling down so you're getting a nice stretch to the neck. And back to the center. Bring the head parallel, look to the side. Look down towards the ground. Keep the shoulders pulling down. Look behind you with the eyes. And come back to center. Inhale, turning. Looking behind and back to the center. Inhale as we turn. Exhale to center. One more time each way. Last time. Shush, Sam. Inhale, bring your hands up the front of the body, arching back slightly, looking up at the ceiling. Exhale down. Every time we inhale, feeling the body expanding, getting more space inside the vertebrae. And exhale down. Feel your body feeling lighter, lifting up towards the sky. Letting the heels start to lift a little bit and then sink. Now we press down at the heels, lift up with the back of the head, feel the stretch in the back. And exhale down. This time as we lift, come up on the balls of the feet, straight up towards the sky. And sink. Last time. Let's go grab our balls. Everybody's got a ball handy. Different sizes, different shapes. Not shapes. Different sizes. They're all pretty much the same shape if it's a ball. So what we're going to do is just roll the ball to begin with. Let's start with some finger exercises. So I'm going to come a little closer. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the little hole where the air goes in. And I'm going to put one finger in that hole, and the other finger opposite. Now I'm using my index finger, so I'm going to take my third finger and just spin the ball. And that seems like pretty easy. So then I go to the third finger holding the ball and spin with the fourth finger. That's still not too bad. And then we're going to go to the fourth finger. Can you spin it with the little finger? That's a little more challenging for me because I got short fingers. So now I'm going to spin with the middle finger, still holding with the fourth finger. And then go back, hold it with the third finger, spin with the index finger. Just giving myself a little warming up the fingers. And then I'm just going to turn it. So I'm going to be like little ants crawling over the ball. It sounds like little ants. I'm just going to keep turning the ball. Each finger taking a turn. Spinning, rolling that ball. I'm going to roll the ball up over my head and reach my arms forward and let this sink. The whole time I'm going to be spinning with my fingers. So the ball is doing a dual rotation. Lifting, inhaling, exhaling, sinking, bending the knees. Lift. Do you want to lift up the toes coming up? That's fine. And then sink coming down. For anybody who's standing, or actually for right now, is just keep the back nice and straight so we're not bending forward as we sink. Just let the arms reach out. One more time, up and down. Now we're going to work the wrist a little bit. So I'm going to have one hand on top, the other hand underneath, and I'm just going to hold up my wrist and circle the ball in between my wrists. Let your body turn. As your body turns, it seems like it makes it easier to get your hands around the ball. Just opening up. Just feeling loose. And again, we can go lower. We can go higher. Keep shifting your weight a little bit, turning your body from side to side. See how far you can turn and twist. Make this a very soft little movement. You can go fast or you can go slow. Doesn't matter the speed, we're just trying to loosen up the shoulders on this one. Feel the shoulders rise and sink, elbows rising and sinking. See if you can almost spin the ball horizontally so your hands are front and back rather than top and bottom. And then switch. Go the other way. Then we're going to get into our bow stance. So one leg's going to be forward, the other leg back. And we're just going to press the ball out. So we have the forward hand, palm up, facing me. The other hand behind, pressing out. So we're pressing out. And then turn the hand so the ball is on top of my hand, drawing back in. Turn and press out. So the top outside hand is restraining the ball as the back hand is pushing. Turn and draw it back in. Turning from the waist towards the front leg. Turning at the waist back towards the back leg. Pressing it out. Drawing it back in. Inhale as you press out. Exhale, drawing back in. Remember to rotate the ball. Press out. Pull it back in. Press out higher, like you're reaching up towards the ceiling, and then back down towards the floor. Press up higher, and sink back lower. One more time, like this. And we're going to switch legs. Bring the other leg forward. And to begin with, we'll just press out, turn the palm, and draw back in. Press out, and draw it back in. Pressing out, draw it back in. I'm going to go a little higher, a little lower. Feel like I'm reaching up and sinking down, bending the back knee as I sink, straightening legs as I go forwards and sinking down. Yeah, one more time. Back to center. Bring the ball. Now we're going to spin it with our hands like we were before. And as we're spinning, we're going to lean down towards the side. Let the ball roll across the floor if you want, or just hover above the floor as we keep lifting on the other side. And sinking. Exhale as we sink. Turning. Inhale as we rise. Keep those fingers turning the ball. And at the top, we're going to reverse direction. You probably don't hear it, but from here it sounds really funny, these little fingers tip-tapping across the ball. And one more time around. Lift up. And bring it back in. Circle the ball, figure eight. So I'm sinking towards my side. I'm going to bend that knee and shift the weight down. Lift it up. Circle up. And over. So every time I'm shifting weight, I'm moving the ball to side to side. This is an exercise for working the knees, or figure eight knees. And somehow I change direction when I figure eight, without planning on it. So my hands are going opposite, and then they go the same. just have a little free-form fun with this. Let the ball do a figure 8. Holding the ball very gently with your fingertips. Letting the ball spin between your hands. And just letting your body have fun with this movement. And roll it between the hands like we did before, rolling. Just keep the ball going on figure 8, shifting your weight from side to side. And come back to the center. We're going to turn the body, keep the body straight and turn the arms to the side. And then bring the hands back center, turn the arms to the side and back to the center. So I'm turning my head to see the ball, but I'm turning my body very little. Feeling a twist in the upper back. Inhale, right turn. Exhale, back to center. You can bring the back elbow back a little bit farther if it feels okay. If not, just keep the arms out to the side. Bring the ball higher. Same motion, but now we're doing it in front of our head instead of in front of our chest. And overhead. Feel that different arm muscles. And coming back down. Circle overhead and down the side. Overhead and down the side. Get the feeling of holding the ball in one hand. Lift it, carry it over, switch the other hand, and carry it over. So a little bit smaller ball would be easier for me. A heavier ball would really make this a lot more work. And then if you want, lift it, just toss it from side to side. So when you're tossing it, let me show you this. When we're tossing it, we don't want to be lifting with the hand, we want to be lifting with the fingers. So if you can see my fingers, they're pushing together like that. Sort of like we do the hook in Tai Chi. This is an upside down hook, and we're just pressing the fingers together. That makes the ball go a little more up in a straight line. So it's a little different feeling. So just practice at that first. Just get the fingers to come together and get that ball going up straight. I'm moving my hand very little, so I'm not throwing my ball out really much with my hand. It's more with my fingertips lifting. So this is where it starts to get a little more challenging, and we start to have to run after the ball every now and then. Just try and keep the hand as still as possible. Let's see where it ends up. Whoa, a little bit side. And see if you can toss it from one side to the other. Shifting your weight. Catch it. And back. And this is a really fun exercise you can do with partners too, is just throw the ball to each other, pressing forward again by just letting the fingertips push out. Oh, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Surprisingly, Sam did not go after the ball, but he's looking at it. So, different fun things you can do with the ball, just turning it from side to side. And bring the arms back and forwards. Straight down to the ground, swing the arms to the legs and lift up again. Inhaling, arms back. Exhaling, just let your body fall full forward at the waist. Roll the arms through the legs. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. At the bottom, just hang there, let the ball bounce once. Catch it. So I'm not throwing the ball, I'm just letting it drop between my hands and let the ball bounce back up. Hopefully your ball bounces. See if you can ball the bounce a little farther back between your legs. Bring it farther forward, stretch it farther forward. Keep bouncing to the sides. So back is staying steady. We're just letting the ball bounce over the other side. And back. Center between your legs. And then roll up. Slowly. Now we're going to bring our leg forward into our bow stance again. And this time we're going to just rotate down. Bring the weight back, bring the hands up, and rotate forwards. So face of the front leg, drawing back, face the back leg. Get down to the bottom, let's reverse. So my hands are going to go forward while my legs are back. My hands go back and my legs go forward, shifting weight forward. So we're doing a little opposite movement, rotating opposite direction. Pressing back, lifting up. So not so much rotating, but I'm just shifting my weight opposite what it was. So my weight's back, my arms are forward. While my weight's forward, my arms are back. Feeling more of a twist of the waist this way. One more time, then let's switch legs. Back to center, the other leg comes forward. We'll start by lifting the front, sinking in the back. Lift in the front, sinking in the back. Now let the weight stay in the back and the arms come forward. As the arms go overhead to the back, the weight shifts forward. So keep the arms going the same direction, but let the body move opposite the arms now. Turn, look at the back ball. Turn, look at the ball in front. Turn, look at the ball in back. Turn, look at the ball in front. Trying to get as much motion, even if you're sitting down, you still want to feel that motion of turning and turning from the center of the body. So I have my legs spread apart, one leg's forward, the other leg's towards the back. Shift the weight forwards as my ball goes down the back. Shift my weight back as the ball comes up in front. Keep that motion going. 2 more times. And last time, back to the center. All right, show the sitting down motion fronts. Now this one is going to be just again dropping the ball. I'm going to try and get my knee to come up and bounce into my ball. So I'm going to put my ball here and let the ball bounce up. Trick is to get the ball to bounce straight up instead of forward. So you can just have your ball lower to begin with, just to get the feeling of it. And then lift the ball a little higher. Whoa. And go chase the ball. This is where it gets to be fun. You gotta run after the ball. All right. See a couple people ahead of me. Stand up and do it. Oh. Takes a little bit of coordination. Eyes, legs. If you don't want to chase the ball, just let your hands hold the ball still and bring the knee up to it. And if you get tired, bring the hands down a little lower. Knees don't come up quite as high. And then challenge yourself. Lift, 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 lift. Extra challenge. Bring the leg out forward. So you lift the knee up to hit the ball, and then you kick out. Back in and down. Lift, out, in and down. Lift, out, in and down. So you're going to do a double knee tap. Or just a single knee tap, whichever you want. You can go opposite. So as your knee comes up, it's going to one side, your hands are going to the other. Work that lower body. Turn to look at the ball with your head. Keep turning that ball between your hands. How many different ways can you turn the ball at one time? And one more time each way. And relax back down. So if you have a partner to work with at a time, this is a good partner exercise. Just toss the ball back and forth. You can also have one person hold the ball and the other person comes to punch it. So when you punch the ball, you punch it in different places. So the person holding the ball is going to keep moving the ball around and the other person is going to keep punching it. And then you work practicing punching both sides. So if you don't have a partner, get a tall chair or something. This chair should be a little low so I can go into a squat. And I'm just going to punch. Hit that ball, turn. Focus on that one spot and hit it. It's not as much fun as with a partner because with a partner they can move the ball to really challenge your coordination. So, just some fun things to do with the ball. And I'm sure we're going to think of many more things once we get offline. I went to an all-day seminar once on just how to play with the ball. And it sounded like it was very easy, but it's actually very physically demanding. Some of the exercises we were doing were more so for working the chi, the energy inside of our body. So we have this energy inside of our dantian. We try to push that energy out to the belly when somebody's hitting us with the ball or when we're hitting ourselves with the ball. So I'd be coming in and press the ball out with my belly as my hands are coming in. So I don't feel like I'm hitting myself in. Make sure you're hitting low enough, like around the belly button or lower, not too high, and just press the belly button out. It's more like puffing up, exhaling. So if you get somebody that's, this ball is pretty easy. You can bounce across your belly pretty easy and not bother you all day long. You get like a 2-pound or higher, one of those weighted balls, medicine balls, and you start punching yourself in the belly. You really have to press out with that belly to really get that feeling. And that's when you're starting to feel that energy. You're circling your energy out at the same time you bring your hands in. So that's the challenge for internal work. External work, so many different things you can do playing around the ball. But for right now, we're going to stop that. And, well, I'm going to take that back. We're just going to do a little bit of Tai Chi type work. So I'm going to hold the ball on one side. As I step out, or shift my weight to one side, I'm going to press down with one hand, and the other hand is going to hold the ball up in the air. Now I'm going to bring one hand underneath, bring my foot back or my weight back, turn, so I'm holding the ball on the other side, step out. The bottom hand is going to roll the ball up, the other hand is going to press the ball down, press the hand down. So I'm going to turn or hold the ball, bring my foot back in, turn and step out, press down. Turn and hold the ball, bring the foot back in, shift weight, and bring the other side. Question is, how long can you hold on to that ball as you're coming back? Make that a nice smooth movement to hold the ball so it's not falling, and open up. Turn the ball, hold it. Bring it in, holding the ball, and then open up. Press down with one hand, reach out with the other. Bring the back hand forward to hold the ball, and open up. Feel how circular you can make this. So my front hand is going forward, back hand is pressing down. Now the front hand is going back, the other hand circles forwards until they connect. Hold the ball, circle forwards and out. Come back to hold the ball, circle out. So from the side, maybe you can see a little bit different. Turn the ball back, hold the ball, step out. So you can make this an actual stepping too. If you're just not sitting down, just step into this motion going forwards. Rock back to hold the ball, and then step out with the other foot. Turn and hold the ball, circle to open up. And one more step before I'm going to hit the camera. So this is just a nice way of working your Tai Chi form in a slow motion, feeling that roundness. See one hand circling back, the other hand circling forward to connect. Trade the ball, circle. See how much work my waist is doing? Turning from the belly, turning, letting everything follow. So in the form, we usually start with my hands in front of the knee. For this exercise, we're going to go as far as we feel comfortable around to the back. And turn. And then slow motion. I don't know about you, but I feel that in the waist already. So now we're just going to come back here, and we're going to do that without the ball. Hold the ball and open. Turn to the corner, hold the ball and open. This is our part of the wild horse's mane. Think of one hand stroking down the horse's mane. As the horse starts walking away from you, you're just stroking that long hair. Turn to hold the ball and then open. So if my hands are on the right side, the right hand is on top, left hand rotates up as I shift weight to the left side. Hand is in front of the nose, the other hand is pressing down, and then I bring the hand, lower hand around underneath, and then I split again the other side. Hold that ball. Top hand turns palm down, bottom hand turns palm up, and then I split, shifting my weight from side to side. Turn and hold that ball, and then open. Turn and hold that ball and open. Notice my elbow is pointing down, my hand is pointing up, just in front of my face. It doesn't have to be very high. It's my body doing most of the work of turning my body, from my arms from side to side, So this is not the arm motions turning from side to side. My arm is doing this, going up from the corner of my hip to the front of my face. But the body turning is what's doing all the work. Just going from side to side. Get that center of the body turning. You're working your lymphatic system, getting that lymph fluid moving through your body, cleaning out the toxins within your system, cleaning up dead cells and dead blood cells and whatnot. Keeping your body healthy. Just by moving slowly from side to side. Feeling all the weight from one side, press down with the heel, feel the weight shift over like a sand time clock, turning over very slowly, shifting all the way from one side to the other. All the sand shifting from one side to the other. We're going to go into wave hands like clouds. One hand in front of the head space, the other hand in front of the groin, switch hands in the corners, and just coming back. Switch hands on the side, top hand, thumbs pointing the direction that you're turning. Lift, top thumb now points in the direction that you're going to be turning. Follow your thumbs. Shifting weight. Make sure your hand stays in front of your nose stays over your navel. So I'm not twisting my head or my neck. I'm just keeping my center of the body doing the work, rotating, arms going up and down. Breathing slowly and deeply. Looking at the palm of the hand. Letting the mind slow down with the hand motion, letting the breath slow down. As your breath slows down, your body slows down. Relax into the movements. Let your tailbone sink a little lower. Your head pulling you up a little taller, but the tailbone lower. So you have a nice long, flat back. Inhaling one direction, exhaling the other. One more time each way. Come back to the center. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Sink the hands down. Inhale, open. Exhaling, closing. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands together and sink. Slowing the breath down more. Inhaling. Exhaling as we open the hands. Inhale, bring the arms together. Exhale, sinking down. Feeling yourself, letting energy rise up through the legs, the arms, out through into the fingertips. Up the back of the arms. Roll down the back, down the sides of the legs, into the ground. Letting the energy roll through you. Every time you're moving, there's energy flowing through your body. Let your mind, the intent of your energy, your mind lead the intent of where the energy is going. So my mind is leading my energy out my hands, Out the back of the hands, up the arms, the shoulders. Sink back down to the outside of the legs into the ground. One more time. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Gather 3 times. Inhaling. Exhaling down. Now we're taking the excess energy that's gathered in our head, washing it down through the body, collecting it to our belly, our dantian, our storage area. And just gently bring arms in front of the body, right hand side for women, left hand side for men. Keep a little space between your hands for a moment. See if you notice any warmth, any sensation between your hands and your belly. And just gradually bring the hands closer together, sealing that energy into the dantian. Massaging down the left, up on the right 3 times. And reverse 3 times the other way. Massage your hands nice and warm. And massage over the head and face, neck and shoulders 3 times. Around the back. Massage down the side of the legs. Hang down for a second. And twist or just hang, whichever feels better. Let your neck feel nice and loose. Bend the knees a little more and roll up slowly. Let's do a little tapping. Gentle cup fingers. Tap the top of the head. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Back of the head. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Neck. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Shoulders, same pattern. Chest. So when we start making noise. Down the inside of the arm. Up the outside. Other arm. Up the outside. Solar plexus. Belly. Side of the body, hips. Tush. Down the outsides. Up the inside of the leg. Down from the armpit. Other side. And the feet. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right, shake it out. How's everybody feeling? Just feeling pretty good today?